In this video, we're going to talk about the age-old debate. Is frozen stool as good as fresh? To be clear, we are only talking about its use in FMT. If you don't know what that is, check out our video here. Yes, that's right. There's a debate about whether frozen poop is as good as fresh. This is all focused on if frozen stool will have the same benefits when applied to FMT. It's a vital discussion which impacts safety and accessibility of FMT for when someone needs it most. So today, let's talk about the stool preparations used for FMT, and let's get down to the answer if fresh or frozen poop is better, according to the research. Several stool preparations can be utilized for FMT, including fresh, frozen, and freeze-dried. One of the recurrent questions in the literature is if fresh is superior to frozen, so let's get into it. Clinical research seems to suggest that when it comes to recurrent C. diff patients, frozen stool is comparable to that of fresh. Specifically, a study by Remy and colleagues in 2018 directly compared fresh to frozen stool for recurrent C. diff patients. It showed that fresh stool had a success rate of around 94.9%, while frozen stool showed a 94.5%. Very similar. Based on the clinical research, including this study, when it comes to the decision between fresh or frozen stool for FMT, well, it doesn't seem to affect the treatment outcomes. So, why would someone choose frozen stool over fresh when it comes to FMT? First, it allows for better donor screening. This happens because using frozen stool allows more time to perform these extensive donor screening, including blood and stool screening. In addition, the storage of frozen stool allows for retesting of donors as well as quarantining of samples to ensure that there's no viral infections. Second, using frozen stool increases access to FMT. Frozen fecal preparations allow FMT to be available immediately because testing and donor screening can be done ahead of time. Also, fecal preparations can be prepared at specialized sites and then shipped to medical facilities that don't have on-site laboratories. This increases the access to FMT for more people. The third and final is long-term storage. The ability to store fecal preparations long-term allows for the creation of stool banks, which then increase the access of FMT. In addition, by having pre-screened donors, you can actually decrease the overall costs associated with FMT. Frozen FMT allows stool banks to exist. This means that the screening of donors and the preparation of FMT are done by people who specialize just in this, making quality FMT. This allows for more people to access this life-saving treatment. And any preconceived notions we have about fresh stool being better than frozen, well, in my mind are outweighed by this increased accessibility and safety. I'm supported by the clinical research when I say that there's no real difference between fresh and frozen. If you liked this video, check out our next video where we dive into another question around frozen stool. What about stability and the preservation of the microbiome? This is an important question because the makeup of the microbiome is actually what defines success for FMT. Also, if you want to know where this information came from or read any more about it, there's a link in the description to our blog.